So here I am back in the woods on a turkey hunt. I came out my back door, and there's two turkeys back there doing who knows what. I don't know if it was two males fighting for dominance or if it's mating season or what. It was an amazing thing to see, but I didn't have my camera, of course. So they came back here into the trees. Hope there's no poison ivy back here. Leaves of 3. These are all 4 or 5, so I should be okay. These are cockroaches. Come out to the field. There they are. I hope they stay there while I can get into the clearing. I think that's 2 males maybe fighting over a female. Oh no, I see 4. Probably there's got to be more too. We had a dozen babies here last year. I wish they'd let me get closer. They'll see me and take off. It's so sunny out here I can't see what I'm getting on my camera. So here's something I haven't talked about yet. This used to be a flower garden, but all the irises died out. It's a bunch of there were some lilies, I think, back here too. Now the creeping Charlie's taking over. I planted some hostas, but the deer got all them. I used to be able to clean this out every year, but I just haven't been able to anymore. Maybe this year I'll get it cleaned out, I don't know. I'd like to plant some more irises. The fence needs repair. I keep hitting it with the mower. I also tried planting hostas around my big tree. I even bought a bunch of dirt and brought it in. But the deer quickly took care of that. That was pretty cool seeing those pheasants fighting for dominance. I was out front tying up those tomatoes and came back here to do this one. And they were right over by my swing fighting. And I'm pretty sure it was 2 males fighting for dominance because, well, I'll show you. I'm sure I showed you the footage of, and you could see there was like 1 female there, I think. So I'm just going to tie this one up to the stake See, I have just strings and strings. One t-shirt makes a lot of strings. And then I just have a scissor and I cut them off as I need to. And I've already pruned this plant by just raking off the growth that grows. Oh, that one's got to come off, that one right there. See, it's a growth between. And I want these to grow as one stem straight up and not branch out and be bushy. Oh, and then I'll also cut off these bottom two. So that's what I'm doing now. There, done. I'll probably have to put a taller stake in it eventually though. On to the next. Actually, I have to go in and take a break. Exhaustion is taking over. Happy Sunday. Wow. Came out today and look at this gorgeous sunny day. It's probably upper 70s, breezy. This week has been just awesome weather. Today is going to be filling the last of the bags. And I couldn't be more pleased to be done filling these bags. Ta-da! Done. Yay! So, gorgeous day. My next thing to do is put the cardboard under the pools and level them and then get everything watered. I'm sure it all needs water. So I came up here to look at the tomatoes and see how they're doing, and I've decided they need some pruning. So if you look, you see the leaves, and then where there's a like an arm here, you break off the ones that are growing in the center. See, there's a little one right there. It's best to catch them when they're little. And then I'm going to break off eventually. I think I'll do it now, these bottom ones, so that the air can flow more freely through there, especially because I have so many in a tub, so to prevent disease. And then the reason I break all these off is so they don't get all straggly and they'll just grow straight up, especially because of the short growing season. So I'll do that to all of them. And then look at this. Cherry tomatoes. How cool. Here's an example of how they'll grow out and start a new plant. I could pinch this off. If I stuck it in dirt, if it's an indeterminate, I'm not sure about determinants, it would eventually take root and start a new tomato plant. Heavens knows I don't need any more tomato plants. See, there's one there. I'll break that one off. And then I'll break off this low branch. Looks like this one needs some staking up. Won't be long and I'll be putting more stakes on all of them. See how they grow these? Okay, I'll be back. Look at how this one has all these growths coming out of the bottom. Bye, growths. There. Now they won't be sucking all the nutrients from the plant. Look at this cherry tomato, how many growths it has coming out everywhere. I'll show it to you after I get it trimmed up. Okay, here's what it looks like now. Here's what the rest look like now. After I got them all pruned up. Get this out of here. Today is July 9th. I started all this on outside on June 10th. Of course, I planted stuff before that. I just got done watering them, so they're all dripping. The time has come to move this tomato plant, which is a beefsteak, and this tomato plant, which is a delicious, the one I repaired, and this early girl, all back to the garden area and put them into a pool. I'll do that by lifting them into this wheelbarrow and then going gently through here and back to the garden. All loaded and ready to go. Oof. Oofta. Need to catch my breath for a little bit though. And it's heavy, lifting the wheelbarrow, heavier than I thought. That's because I just watered them. I should have been thinking and not watered them before I tried to move them. So far, so good. Just got to get a little more cardboard under that pool and then I can put them in there and fill it up with water. Happy Monday. It's early evening and it's starting to rain. Yay, I hope we get good rain. Except I'll have to get this wheelbarrow covered. So I took out the rake and it went okay. I was afraid of raking, but I think it's better than sitting there and destroying my hands. I made 4 piles of all these roots. And I'm going to put them in the wheelbarrow and do something with them. I'm not going to trash it because it's still good dirt. I just got to get the roots out of it. Heck, maybe I'll get some more bags if Walmart ever gets them in stock. It's really rumbling. I like being outside in the rain. Not when it's lightning though. Little kitty, you should go in the house. It's raining. It's raining. You should go in the house. You want to sit with me? He likes to sit in the swing with me. Bye for now.